Hello, hello. Welcome to day three. Welcome to day three of the Unlock Your Manifestation Power in Just 3 Days 3 Day Manifestation Challenge. I'm so happy that you are here today for day three. I'd love for you to drop your location, where you're watching from, not pinpointed, but general, of course. I'd love to hear where you are watching from. I'd love for you to share some takeaways from days 1 and 2 of the challenge. How were those activities? How did it seem to improve? Where did your mindset go? I'd love to hear some feedback. So, as you're hopping on, drop a comment, let me know where you're watching from, and provide a little feedback from the last couple days on how these activities went for you. And today, I'm super excited about today. Today is day three, taking aligned action. And I just have a few quotes that I have read that I thought were perfect for today's topic. And I don't know the authors of any of them. One of them I thought I knew the author for, and I was completely off. And so I'm just going to tell you the quotes. And if you want to look up who it is that says it, go for it. And if not, I just thought that they were really cool. So one of them is prayer without action is no prayer at all. And I thought that was so powerful because it's so true. If we just pray and wish and hope for things, but then we actually don't take any action toward those things, how do we expect anything to come into fruition? And another similar quote that I thought Mark Batterson wrote, but apparently he was not the first person to say it. I think it was maybe Saint Augustine. I could be wrong, so that's why I was like, I don't really want to share who quoted these things, who said these quotes. But prayer or pray as if everything depended on God, and work as though everything depended on you. So that means, continue to pray for things, absolutely, but don't forget that you also have to take some action. Take some action steps. And then, lastly, for these quotes, a thought that does not result in action is nothing much, and an action that does not proceed from a thought is nothing at all. And I thought that was so powerful because, first of all, once we have thought of something, we should be taking action on that thought. But if we're just taking action without thinking about it, it means we're probably doing some dumb things, right? So I love those quotes and I just wanted to share them with you today. So, again, as you're hopping on, say hello, let me know where you're watching from. And so excited. Today's day three. How is it day three already of this 3 day challenge? My goodness, this has flown by. And today, I just want to talk a little bit about that taking action. So sometimes it's hard to take action on something if we're not seeing results, especially nowadays. It seems like everything is just like everybody wants immediate things. We've got fast food, we've got social media where everything is instant. We have things that can deliver the next day. It's just everything is so fast and so quick. And we forget that sometimes good things take time and take some action and consistent action and action with just trusting the process, trusting that, and just moving forward with faith that this process requires this action, even if you're not seeing results immediately. And that's a huge part of manifesting the things that you want in your life and achieving the things that you want with just taking some action. And this can be in any situation, in any part of your life that you want to improve upon in any way, or anything that you want to have, not even necessarily your life. Maybe you want to make a difference in other people's lives. You need to trust the process and take action. And also, in addition to that, and it's really important to pair along gratitude and being grateful for not only the things that you have, the opportunities that have been given to you, the things that surround you and that you are able to do in this life right now, but also so grateful for what is yet to come. And also grateful for that journey and the process of achieving the things that we want. We need to be grateful for all of those pieces. gratitude can go such a long way. And I know if you joined us earlier on in this challenge, one of the activities that we did was surrounding gratitude because that is the base. And I wanted to make sure to touch on that again today on the last day of the challenge so that you don't forget, because that should be an integral part of your day of being grateful for things. And so today's activity, and I know that it's been a little bit loud in the past as far as the background music, and I will try to keep it as soft as I can. And I may need to research this, but I haven't had time. I think um I have maybe a setting that I need to tweak, but I wasn't able to find that setting. So, either way, I'm going to be putting on some background music for just a little bit, maybe a couple minutes. And what I want you to do, based on the activities that we've gone through the last couple days, and that list, remember the list of things that you made of things that you want in this life, the things that you want to achieve, the person who you want to be, the things that you want to experience, all of that, and in all of the different categories. Well, guess what? Today, and the reason why I said that those needed to come first, those beginning pieces that we worked on the last couple days lead into what we're talking about in the activities for today. So, what I want you to do while I put on this working music for you is to write down 3 to 5 action steps, and they can be small. They don't have to be big action steps, but 3 to 5 small action steps that you can start taking this week toward your goals, toward those things that you wrote down that you want in your life. What are 3 to 5 small actions that you can take? And I get it. Not everything is always dependent on what you're doing, but you need to start the ball rolling on things. If you want things to happen, you need to start taking action. We can go back to those quotes I shared with you in the beginning, right? And so I want you to do that. And then after you write down the 3 to 5 action steps that you're going to start taking this week toward your goals. So within the next week, it's Wednesday right now. So today, all the way till next Wednesday, what are those action steps that you're going to take throughout the week toward your goals? Again, they can be small. Then, next to each of those things, I want you to write down why you're grateful for each of those things, why you're grateful for it, maybe the ability to do those things. And I want you to be really, really thoughtful about this process and really making sure that, first of all, you're going to mark out what those action steps are going to be in a way where you can easily do them. Either you're putting them on your calendar, you are making a checklist of things so that you can check them off. But underneath each of those, I want you to write down why you're grateful for that action step that you're about to take. So I'm going to pop on some thinking music. I'm not going to give you a very long time. If you don't have time to finish this now, you can hop back on a little bit later and finish it up. So I'm going to go ahead and start sharing my screen. Tad loud. If so, feel free to turn down your computer or phone volume. It was fine yesterday. Okay, great. Glad to hear that. Thank you. Thank you. So it must be that I was able to adjust the volume in a way that I thought I could. Perfect. Great. Let's see. I'm going to share the screen here. Let's see if I can find the right. There we go. All right. We're writing down 3 to 5 action steps that you're going to take this week, over the next week, toward your goals. And then for each one of those things, write down why you're grateful for that action step. A few minutes. All right. How was that? Feel free to share in the comments if you would like. Feel free to write down at least one of the action steps in the comments, share with others the action step that you are going to take toward your goals, at least one out of those 3 to 5. And if you didn't have time to write down the 3 to 5, you can do that afterwards. And I also just want to mention about how these action steps that we are taking over these last few days, so yesterday and the day before and today, this 3 days, this is just the beginning of training yourself how you can be better at manifesting amazing things into your life. And so this is the base. I wanted to give you the base. That's why I offered this 3-day challenge for free so that you could get in here and start working on this base, this core of how you can manifest. And then you can take it to the next level by not only going through the full manifestation course, but also diving in deeper to each of the different areas and learning where you can grow. Because the more you work on that growth and the more that you look to see where those areas are in your life that you can work on, or how you can better serve other people, all of a sudden you just start manifesting amazing things in each of those areas of your life. And as much as, they say that you can't be fully balanced, like there's no such thing as actual balance where everything is exactly the same and level in your life and you split everything equally, but you want to feel good about each of the different areas of your life and how you are impacting others. And so that's why when you're able to create things, manifestation is about creation, and we create by doing many things. We create through prayer, through action, through visualization. And it really, really takes sometimes working with others and doing deeper dives in order to do that. And so I think I mentioned earlier on in this challenge that this 3-day challenge is actually part of a full manifestation series that is absolutely 100% included in my Empowered Living Academy. Now, my Empowered Living Academy is so much more than just this 3-day challenge and the manifestation series. I help people in all different areas. We actually join each other live once a month to go through a full cellular alignment process on different areas, from self-worth to money mindset to getting out of our own way so that we will stop procrastinating. So many things that we cover every single month on our monthly cellular alignment calls, and we're getting down at the cellular level. It's not just mindset anymore. We're going down to the cellular level on these monthly calls. And then there are all kinds of programs in there for things. And the base is self-worth, because it's very, very hard to move forward in any aspect of our life if we don't love and care for ourselves. And so I just wanted to share that with you, because the Empowered Living Academy and members are like my baby. I just absolutely love working with this group. I'd love for you to be in this group, and you can pop in and learn more about it by going to building-upward.com/ELA. And I don't believe that I can pop that in the comments right now. I can hop in afterwards and hop that in the comments. But even if you want to just pull that up in your browser, and then you can always pop in and look at it a little bit later. Alternatively, if you want to just hop in and um, and get the full manifestation series. And that has a deep dive. Our manifestation series, like I said, is going to be live sessions, and that's going to be tapping into each of the different areas. So on day one of this challenge, we talked about the different categories. And so in each of those different categories, we are going to have a deep dive day. And we're going to do a cellular alignment. We are going to be doing deeper manifestation techniques and actions that you can start implementing so that you can start implementing all of those. So whether it be your finances or relationships or anything like health, all of that is going to be included in that. So if you would like to join that manifestation mastery program, you can go to building-upward.com/mastery. So I want to make sure to mention that because these actions that we're taking right now, like I said, this is just the beginning, and you're going to want to get to that next level. So I highly encourage you hopping in either to the full mastery program or to the Empowered Living Academy, which includes the full mastery program plus so much more. And then there will be 2 monthly calls. So excited for that. I am going to leave that up on my screen temporarily while we move to our next exercise. But I'd love to hear a little bit about how that first exercise was. How was it? Figuring out what those action steps are going to be, because one of the things that we kind of forget is that, oh yeah, we can just sit around wishing and hoping for things, but if we're not actually doing the things, nothing is coming about. We're not in creation mode anymore. And so it's like, the difference between the thinker and the doer. The thinker just sits and thinks about things all the time. The doer is going out and making things happen, taking action. So drop a comment and let me know. And we're going to be sharing or joining each other in prayer right now before we move to the next activity, because the next activity, I'd like you to be fully prepared for that. So let me grab the prayer here. Dear God, I am grateful for the path you have set before me and the opportunities you are bringing into my life. I trust in your timing and your guidance as I take these steps toward my desires. Thank you for your blessings, both seen and unseen, that are working for my highest good. In Jesus' name, amen. So, for the next activity, this is diving into gratitude a little bit more. We have already talked a bit about the importance of gratitude and taking action. And this next step, it really ties in a little bit with what we've done earlier in this challenge. But I really want you to think back to that initial list of the things that you really desire in this life, the things that you want to achieve and do and become and have. And I want you to start writing down a list, starting with, I am so happy and grateful now that, and then fill in the blank. And I want you to write at least 10 of these statements. Again, for the things that you want to have, do, achieve, create, all of that. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to pop that up as a thing on the screen. And then I'm going to put on the working music so that you can work on this one. Let's see. Here we go. So I want you to write down at least 10, I am so happy and grateful now that statements. And you get to fill in the blank. What is it? Picture yourself. And these are the things that you want to have happen. And they could also be things that you're currently in the middle of creating. So I'm going to give you some working music. I'm going to share my screen again so that you can work on this. And I would love, after you're done with writing down your 10, and again, you might not have time to do all 10 during the time I give you, but I would like you to write down at least 10 and then share at least one in the comments so that then we can celebrate each other and each other's wins. So let me go ahead and share my screen again. And I'll just start by... Okay, so at least 10 statements. I am so happy and grateful now that. And fill this in with your future life, your future blessings, as if you've already received them. As you're doing this, tap into the feelings, that feeling of knowing that they have already happened. You have about 2 seconds. Good. All right. How did that make you feel? Was that amazing? Isn't that amazing when you can start putting yourself in that future and just imagining it happen? And actually, this next activity that we're going to be doing will really, really help you to really imagine putting yourself in that future. And so I'm going to go ahead again and put on the background music, and I'm going to be walking you through a short meditation and visualization technique. And so I want to make sure that you are in a comfortable spot where you can relax, close your eyes, where you can see me. And we're going to go ahead and do this activity together. So I want to make sure you're in a place where you can close your eyes. And I'm going to share my screen again so that we have on the working music as we work through this. But this time I want you to just listen, and I'll walk you through a visualization and meditation. So let me share my screen one more time here. All right, here we go. Right, so if you're not already in your comfortable position, go ahead, get there, either seated or lying down, whatever you feel more comfortable. I want you to close your eyes and begin to take a deep breath and breathe out. Just slowly breathe in and out. And feel your body relax from your head all the way down your toes. You are in. And I want you to think about and picture yourself doing those actions that you wrote down a little bit ago. Picture yourself doing those and doing them with ease. No tension or worry to pain. You're just at ease and calm. You are confident as you're going about these action steps, no matter how big or small. You're moving forward, taking this action, stepping forward with faith. Now bring to mind 3 things that you are grateful for as part of that process, and the abilities that you have right now, the tools that you have available, the people that you have available, your own abilities and skills, your mindset, and tools to anything from courses to books to podcasts, all of these tools and resources that you have. And be so grateful for each one of them as you're moving forward and taking these action steps toward your goals, and being grateful for the people, experiences, and opportunities that are all a part of that and that come your way. Feel the warmth of gratitude just filling your heart, just filling up, and just feel it warm your whole body as you focus on each thing, each person, each opportunity, each tool, resource that you are so grateful for, and your ability to take these action steps. Now take a moment to say thank you silently for each of these things. Allow yourself to truly appreciate them. Thank God for them. Now I want you to imagine being grateful for all of the blessings that are already on their way to you. That future life that you want to be living, all of the people you want to impact, all of the things that you want to do in this life. Picture yourself already manifesting and being so grateful for each of these things, and see yourself living that life that you are creating. You get to create this life you're living. You have the ability, you get to do these things. And I want you to just feel, experience that joy and excitement as if all of these things have already happened. Really feeling it bubble up inside of you, so happy. And in your heart, I want you to think about and give thanks for each of the things, for what's to come, what you're creating. Thank God for each of these things that are coming your way. You know it. They're already on their way. And then I want you to trust that everything is unfolding in perfect timing. There's perfect timing for everything. And feel that peace and faith that comes from knowing that you are on the right path. Deep in, and then exhale slowly. Feel that deep sense of trust and gratitude throughout your whole body. When you're ready, you can just bring your awareness back to this moment. Start by wiggling your fingers and toes and taking some deep breaths, and then slowly fluttering your eyes open. Ooh, how'd that feel? Does that feel good? Being able to just visualize that? Oh my goodness, gratitude is just so extremely powerful, and especially when you compare it to those action steps that you're taking and that life that you are creating. Wow, it's so powerful. So I have one last activity for you, and this is for you to do at home in your own time. It's not anything that we're going to do together right now because this is going to take you some time, but I want you to make a note of this because it's important. I want you to create an aligned action plan. What does that even mean, right? An aligned action plan. So, this is actually to help you to put your vision and those goals and dreams into action. And so, I know that we already talked about this. We are the very beginning activity that you did today is to come up with those 3 to 5 action steps you're going to take this week, right? But I want you to take this another step further. And I want you to take that 1 year vision. We started in the beginning of this challenge thinking about what you actually wanted, that vision of yourself in 1 year from now. And I want you to take that vision and I want you to break it down into monthly and weekly and daily goals, because maybe it's a health goal, maybe it's a financial goal, maybe it's a relationship goal, and you have this whole year. That's a long period of time, 12 whole months. So now take that and say, okay, well, if this is where I want to be in a year, how could I break that up into each of the 12 different months? Then from there, break that next month that I have, from October 23rd or whatever day you're watching this, from the day that you are right now to a month from now, the very next month, what is it that you are going to want to achieve in that month? And then each of those weeks within that month, and then each of the days within that week. What are those action steps that you're going to be able to take toward those goals? And the cool thing is that if you can put forward consistent action, you are going to be moving the needle just a little bit, a little bit, a little bit. And the more you focus on gratitude throughout this process, as you're working through this process, be so grateful for each of the goals that you're achieving, for each of the actions that you're taking, and the tools and resources and people and programs and everything that you have at your disposal to help you out with this. You're not in this alone. You're not in this world alone. Look around at all of the people out there and all the tools out there, all the resources out there, all the opportunities out there. You have so much that you can use. And so start thinking out of possibility. How can I create this? How can I create this life that I want? And you're not doing this alone either. You have God backing you up. Make sure that you're in prayer. Make sure that you are praying about these things, praying about the things that you want to achieve, but praying about the action steps and giving you the tools and resources and the people in your life to help you to achieve these goals and to take those action steps. And I want you to think about these things in all of those different areas of your life. So we had the wealth and the finances. And let me actually share them on my screen. Let me find that slide that I have here so that you're looking at this: your wealth and your finances, your relationships, your health and wellness, your faith and your spirituality, your experiences, your skills and knowledge, your learning, your personal power and your mindset. Think about these year-long goals and then your monthly goals, your weekly goals, and your daily goals, and the action steps that you're taking for each of these goals in these categories, because you don't want one to suffer just because you're spending so much time on another one. You should be equally prioritizing things in all of these different areas so that you can feel balanced, even if an actual balance isn't, for those of you who like to do math and things like that and, equal this up exactly, your time has to be exactly spent with all these things. No. We're not talking about that. It doesn't have to be precise, but I want you to feel good about each of these areas of your life. I put on these challenges and webinars and things like that because I want to see you succeed and feel good about each of these different areas of your life. And so I want you to think about those yearly goals, monthly goals, weekly goals, and daily goals, and the action steps along the lines of all of these categories. You can also add in your own categories, feel free to. But by doing this, and then by tying gratitude along with it, wow, that's going to be so extremely powerful. And you're going to start taking actions and you're going to start manifesting that life of your dreams. And that's just, I'm literally putting this down into a 1 year. Think about if you do this for your 3 year goals, your 5 year goals, your 10 year goals. But year is easier to be able to wrap your head around. It's easier for you to be able to visualize because a year time isn't actually that long, but it's enough where you can make a significant change. And some of the people that I work with, wow, they are changing like that, especially when we're pairing the cellular alignment process along with these action steps that I've shared with you these last few days. And so I highly encourage you to to think about that as you're walking through each of these. And this, as I mentioned, this 3-day challenge is just the beginning. This is just the beginning. And so if you are ready to continue this transformation and really, really dive even deeper into manifesting abundance in every single one of those areas that you can see on the screen, then there are two main ways that you can do that to keep this momentum going and to keep into this manifestation process that you're already working on and you've already started by going through these action steps. The one of them is to dive into the full manifestation mastery. And I'm going to share that again on the screen here so that you can see that right here. So you can dive into that full manifestation mastery to unlock abundance in every single area of your life. And you not only will you get access to these 3-day challenge days, the replays for that you'll have for life, but you also have 5 deep dive manifestation sessions that will be done live, and you'll also have lifetime access to them. So in case you can't attend live or in case you want to go back in and watch the replay, we're diving into each of these different areas: money, relationships, health and wellness, career and life, purpose. And each of these different areas, we're going to be doing a deep dive and cellular alignment so that you can literally just rocket through this. And then all of a sudden, you're going to be like, wow, I achieved those year-long goals in just a few months. Now I need to start this process again because I've achieved my goals so much faster than I thought. And so I want that for you. And then the next option that you have, if you are ready to keep this momentum going and get to the next step, if you're just like, okay, that's great and all of that, the manifestation series is great, but I want more, then you are going to want to dive into the Empowered Living Academy, because the Empowered Living Academy not only includes access to the replays of this 3-day challenge and the full manifestation series, but it also includes so much more. And there have been so many transformations already within this program where people have been able to come out of what they used to call like just feeling like they were just running on a treadmill or a hamster wheel or whatever, and being in just the swing of life and not paying attention to themselves and their needs and their wants because they were just going all the time. And I know what that's like. I can completely relate with that because I used to be that. And yes, I still have busy days. I still have days where I have a lot going on, but I don't feel that scattered, and I'm still carving out time for that self-care and the things that are important to me. And the cool thing is that a lot of the stuff that I'm busy with now are the most important things in my life because I have learned to be able to prioritize that. And we talk about time management and prioritizing things and goal setting. We do deep dives into budgeting and money mastery. We dive into all different areas in that Empowered Living Academy. So if that is what you would like to really be able to dive in, not only to the manifestation part, but learning to master many other areas of your life, the Empowered Living Academy is where it's at. And you can go to building-upward.com/ELA to go and be a part of that. So I hope that this was helpful today. I am just so blessed that you were able to join me for this 3-day challenge. This has been absolutely amazing. What a blessing to join you for these 3 days. And I hope it was helpful. I can't wait to hear about all of the things that you are manifesting. So don't forget to drop a comment and let me know your feedback and how each of these different processes were for you. And I can't wait for you to just start manifesting things. So keep me posted. And I hope to see you soon inside of the Empowered Living Academy or on our very first mastery, our mastery for our manifestation, which will be in November. So it will just be in another couple weeks. We are going to be starting that program. And so I can't wait to see you in there. So be sure to check out those links, and I will pop back in and put them in the comments. Sorry that my comments weren't showing up. So I hope you have an absolutely amazing rest of your day, and I will see you around very, very soon, hopefully inside that Empowered Living Academy. Bye.